Welcome back to I've Got Something to Tell You with Tayler and
Colleen. Episode
Who Knows? So it's our first episode back from our live show at the Bottle Shop.
Yeah,
And that was really fun.
that was really fun. I feel like I don't know, whatever reason, I don't know how you felt. I was more nervous about this one for some reason.
I was too.
Okay.
I don't know why. And then we walked in and I feel like there was a lot more people than I thought there was going to be.
There were like people that we didn't know.
A lot of people we didn't know.
Yeah. So I think that probably added to it.
And they all ended up being like,
they were amazing.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
It was like us being nervous.
Yeah.
But it ended up being really fun.
It was so fun. And your story was so fun.
Yours was too. We both had really fun stories. Yours was funny. And if you don't know what we're talking about, then you have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
We're not going to recap that.
Live at Bottle Shop last episode.
Yeah, the last episode we just uploaded.
Yeah.
Also, so obviously I tell the paranormal stories, and at the end a few people came up to us and said when I said the lights flickered, it flickered at Bottle Shop.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that was crazy. The camera didn't pick it up because it was on us. It wasn't on the light up there. But yeah, so that was pretty wild. Who knows? Maybe Bottle Shop has some ghosts in there.
I know. We
Probably.
should do a spirit box there.
We should. I bet they would be down.
Oh, I'm 100%. Yeah. But they were like, if you guys planned that was nuts. We're like, do you think we planned?
That would have been very creative.
That would have been a Norman idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to do that. I'd be like, can someone turn it on and off?
Yeah.
But yeah, so fun. We have 2 live shows coming up. One November 16th at Jared's.
Back at Jared's. We're coming home.
Yay. I love Jared's.
We love Jared.
Yeah, so at Jared's Coffee Shop in Mesa, downtown Mesa-ish. And then what's the next one?
The 8th, and that's back at Bottle Shop.
8th.
December 8th. Yes. December 8th, and we're back at Bottle Shop again. Also, thank you to these places for letting us do this. It's really cool. And then inviting us back, I don't know, they don't have to do that, but they really open their space to us and they help us out. You know what I mean?
And it seemed like we got good feedback from them. They're not just okay,
they're like,
the floor is yours.
Yeah.
They're like, we're doing it for this guy's dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my dad knows the owner of Bottle Shop, so he hooked
it up.
Yeah. But
your dad's cool though.
My dad's
he
cool.
knew everyone there.
Yeah, he's like a celebrity there.
He is.
Who knew?
He made us feel cool as fuck.
He really did. I felt cool knowing him, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually related to him.
You're like, wait
a second, his blood is my blood.
Wait a minute, I'm a Nepo baby.
I am a Nepo baby. Yes.
And I am the famous person's best friend. Yay. We're so stupid.
Oh my God. Wait, we had one other thing cool happen. We had an article come out about us.
Oh, yeah, we did. From Phoenix Voyage magazine.
Yeah. And so they sent us the questions and stuff. And me and Tayler were going back and forth, filling out the questions. And I was like, why am I crying?
It was like a therapy session.
It really was.
I was like, I love Colleen so much.
I know.
And she does all this stuff for me. And
I was like, I hope I'm not coming on too strong right now.
No, I loved it. I went back and reread it a few times.
I did too.
I love this.
And I really something that's really cool about the podcast. I'll go back and re-listen to episodes because they make me laugh or I was it was just really funny. But I think it's really cool that we kind of have this it's our friendship kind of captured.
Yeah.
And that's really cool for me. And so reading the article, I was like, oh,
I know. That's what I think too. And that's why I wanted to well, if you go read the article, I mentioned that we met in 2007. Yeah, 2007. And that we connected on that stuff and SNL and Cherry Limey from Sonic. I'm like, they need the whole picture.
Yeah.
Because this has been happening for a long time.
Yeah, you have to set the scene.
Yeah. So we loved the article.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
No, it's been really cool. And it's just fun, I don't know, kind of taking the opportunities as they come. Like, it's exciting, but it's also like, we're just having fun doing this too.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. That's what I think I put in the article is like, I don't feel like we can fail because this is, to me, is already like, the whole point of this is to have fun, and we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also, it's been evolving in a lot of different ways, especially with like the live shows. And I know I've said this multiple times, but just being able to like talk to people face to face has been like really fun.
Yeah.
And like, we even have like a listener story that we're going to do for a bonus episode
I'm
that Colleen
so
met someone at Bottle Shop. So it's just like, we wouldn't have had those experiences if we didn't like get out of our comfort zones and like be like, let's do a live show.
Yeah. And I think the other thing too, I feel like I'm just talking to talk, so you can tell me shut up and we can get to your story.
Keep talking.
But like, I think one of the things I really liked about the live shows and like getting to talk to people is like everybody has some story. And like we will like call people to be like, hey, do you have a story to like tell us at the live show? And like not a lot of people will come besides Kylie, but she's a badass. So
yeah.
But like
hero.
Our literal hero. But like afterwards, people will come up and be like, I have to tell you about this like one time that this happened and stuff. And I'm just like, I love it so much. Like, it's so cool to me. I don't know.
I know. I hope that happens more often. And I mean, maybe the more we do it and start seeing more people, that'll start happening. But yeah, totally agree.
Yeah. Okay. I will shut up now.
Well, one more thing. That article, you can actually read it in our link tree on Instagram.
Yep.
Because I don't know the address.
I don't know.
Just go to our Instagram, IGSTTYpod, and click link tree, and it's the first one on there.
Yeah. And we also post all of our live show information on Instagram. So
yeah,
make sure to follow us to get more upcoming show information.
Yeah. And then also, and then I also posted the entire like live show on YouTube. So if you guys want to watch that, you can too. Same handle, just on YouTube.
IGSTTYpod.
Yes.
I spell it wrong I say it every time we record.
When you post.
When I post, have you seen that?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
But I see you correct it.
Yeah, I delete it.
She'll get it. Plus, everyone knows how to spell it anyway, so.
Drives me crazy. I'm like, why?
You're like, I only spell it once a week. Actually, maybe like twice.
Typing it, I guess, is different.
That is true. It's the fingers.
Yeah.
So, my story today is dedicated to my dad. Can you guess what it is?
Is it the disappearing house?
The what?
The disappearing house?
It is. Okay, that's a good one.
Oh, no.
Because he only talks about 2 stories from Chicago.
Okay.
And one is, the disappearing house, which I don't know the actual name of, but I'll figure it out. And the second one is Resurrection Mary.
I've never heard him talk about that before. Maybe he just talks to you.
Wait, no, he was.
What?
When we were at Jared's, you don't remember him telling that story like 20 times?
I remember him talking about the house.
Okay, maybe it was a house. And I might cut that part because then I wasn't rude.
I don't want to sound rude like I wasn't listening to him.
But well, maybe it might have been me. Because he kept switching between both of us and telling us stories. Yeah. So I think he kept bringing it up to me. But anyway, every city has a ghost story, and Chicago's is Resurrection Mary. Everybody knows that story there. Because
your dad told us 20 times at Jared's, and we're cutting the part
only 20 times at Jared's, but I've heard it at least 1,000 times. Just kidding.
We have a tally board.
No. My dad is a storyteller, and he loves to tell stories.
And he's very good at it.
He is good at it. And I wish I had more time because I wanted him to like record some of it. But don't you worry. Maybe for the disappearing house, I'll get him to do it.
Okay.
So it's the 1930s, and Archer Avenue, this long stretch of road that runs past Resurrection Cemetery, is dark, quiet, and surrounded by fields, the perfect setting for a haunting. The story goes that sometime in the early 1930s, a young woman named Mary went out dancing at the O. Henry Ballroom.
O. Henry?
O. Henry. But they renamed it to Willowbrook Ballroom, which is still standing today. Don't know why they changed it. Kind of like O. Henry.
I do too.
Especially the way you said it. She was dressed up, having a great night, and like a lot of us when we're younger, having fun in the evening, probably not thinking about, how am I going to get home?
It's the first thing, I think. Because I want to go.
Young Colleen?
Yeah, I guess. But
Okay.
I just want to get home as fast as possible. So.
Current Tayler? Actually, yeah, same. I'm always like, let me go home early.
Let me figure out my exit strategy before I even get there.
Exactly. So, depending on which version you hear, Mary either got into an argument with her boyfriend and stormed out, or she decided to walk home on her own. Either way, she's out there on Archer Avenue, walking in the freezing cold in a white dress. And then, tragedy, she's hit by a car. The driver panics and speeds off, leaving her there on the side of the road, and she's later buried at Resurrection Cemetery.
Oh my.
I know, rude.
Did they ever catch him? No.
No, they did not.
Scumbag. I hope she haunts him real hard.
She probably does. So, fast forward a few years, people start saying they've seen her again, still in that white dress, still trying to get home. Drivers start picking her up, usually from near the ballroom. They all describe the same thing, a beautiful blonde woman, quiet but polite, asking for a ride down Archer Avenue. Some say she asks to be dropped off near the cemetery gates. Others say she suddenly vanishes from the back seat right as they pass it.
Ew. Not ew, sorry.
It almost like reminds me of, we were talking about how you're watching Supernatural right now with Kyle, and I've only seen like the first episode like 20 times.
With the
because
woman?
I can,
Yeah, I know exactly what
that.
you're talking about.
Except she sounds like a nice spirit. She's not like murdering them.
Yeah.
So anyway, there are actually police reports too from the 70s and 80s where people called in saying they'd hit a young woman near Resurrection Cemetery. But when officers showed up, there was no body, no damage to the car, nothing, just tire marks and a shaken up driver, which is crazy.
That's nuts.
One of the first and most famous stories came from a guy named Jerry Pallas, a young man from Chicago's South Side back in the late 30s. One night he went to the O. Henry Ballroom and he meets this pretty blonde girl in a white gown. And she says her name's Mary. They danced together all night. She was quiet but sweet, kind of had an old-fashioned charm about her, he says. Between songs, Jerry asked where she lived, and she gave him her full address, just a regular Chicago street, nothing crazy. And she gave him her address to drive her home.
So she's not going to the cemetery this time?
No. Well,
okay, sorry.
You shall see.
Okay.
So when the night ended, Jerry offered her a ride home. She said yes, and as they drove through the cold night, they talked like two people who just clicked. Regular night. Nothing weird. But as they got close to Resurrection Cemetery on Archer Avenue, she suddenly asked him to pull over. He looked around and realized they're in front of the cemetery gates. And he kind of laughed and he's like, "This isn't your house." And she turned to him and she just said, "I have to go now."
She turns to him, head backwards.
Her head spins. He's like, "Oh my God." Then she stepped out, walked towards the gate, and right before his eyes, she disappeared. Which, that would be
I would be
wild.
like, thank goodness, though. She disappears.
He's all, woo. But that is like,
that's
how weird would
scary.
that be to like meet a girl, have a really good time all night, and then that just happens, and you're like, what? Where? But
Who? How?
Why? He sat there and just pondered that entire time.
He did not sleep then.
She's all like looking through the gate. She's like, why isn't he leaving?
Get out of
Stage 5
here.
clinger.
Yeah.
So Jerry was stunned. He didn't sleep that night. The next day, he decided to go to the actual address that she had given him. An older woman answered the door, and when he asked for Mary, the woman went pale and said, "My daughter Mary died several years ago."
Honestly, though, if the woman is just playing a prank, like that happens to her sometimes, where
She's like, "Here we go again."
It's my favorite day.
Too bad there weren't Ring cameras back then. Perfect. So that was just the first occurrence, and that was around the 30s, I think I said. But it didn't stop there. In the 1970s, drivers started reporting a young blonde woman walking home along Archer Avenue late at night, always wearing a light-colored dress, barefoot, even in the middle of winter. People said they'd pull over to offer her a ride, and she'd quietly accept. She didn't say much, just told them where to go, but every single story ended the same way. As they passed the gates of Resurrection Cemetery, she's gone. One of the creepiest parts of her story came in 1976. A man called the police claiming he saw a girl trapped inside the locked cemetery. When officers got there, they didn't find anybody. But they did find something strange. 2 of the iron bars on the gate were bent apart. Pressed into the metal were what looked like burned handprints.
Oh,
creepy as
gosh.
fuck. Like, why is she burning? Like someone had grabbed the bars with scorching heat. The marks stayed there for several years before the cemetery replaced them. But people swore you could still faintly see where her hands had been.
Oh, still there?
Yeah.
That's pretty...
Like, they replaced them, but they could, like, they say they could kind of see them.
Yeah, that's pretty metal.
That is. Go Mary.
Yeah.
It's literally metal. In the 1980s, a cab driver told a story that made local headlines. He picked up a young blonde woman near a lounge on Archer Avenue. Quiet blonde, or wait, did I say blonde already? Yeah, I did.
She hasn't colored
She
her
has
hair.
all the same, same description. She was quiet, polite, blah, blah, blah. She needed a ride down the road. He followed her directions, but as he slowed near the cemetery, she disappeared right out of the back seat. He actually went to the police to report it because he thought she'd jump out, like she jumped out of the car or something. And he was like, what the fuck? She didn't pay me. Even into the 1990s, people were still seeing her. One couple driving home from a night out spotted a woman walking around or along Archer Avenue. Thinking she might be in trouble, they turned the car around. But when they got back, she was gone, and they had swore there was nowhere else she could have been because it was just like open land all around. So they're like, I swear I saw her.
Mm-hmm.
So every single story follows the same pattern. Blonde woman in white walking Archer Avenue, always heading towards Resurrection Cemetery. Some say she could possibly be the ghost of Mary Brigovi, a real young woman who died in a car crash in 1934. Her body was laid to rest at Resurrection Cemetery, same area, same timeline. Others think she might be someone else entirely, a spirit tied to the ballroom or the road itself. So she's not like actually like identified.
Gotcha.
But
does she call herself Mary when she's picking up these men?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I don't know where the story originated from.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously from that story of the girl that gets hit by a car, but
I just imagine the guy being like, so what's your name? She's like, all coy, like mysterious.
Mary. But they also said Mary Brigovi had brown hair, not blonde.
Oh.
So it might not be, or maybe she changed hair colors when she went on the other side, wanted to go for a different look.
You can do that?
Maybe.
That's
I feel like
cool.
that because when I was picturing Resurrection Mary, I did think of dark hair because I feel like it's always dark hair and like a white gown. But I was like, blonde. Okay.
Yeah.
That was weird. But
I like that you had like a vision for it.
Yeah,
because
I feel like they always have dark hair. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, in my mind, usually, yeah, too.
Yeah, like because you're almost like imagining like a little creepy. I don't know.
Well, the ring I think kind of ruined
the white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Same. I kind of imagine that too.
I just gave myself the ick.
Yeah,
thinking about that.
The Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, I know that. That was a terrifying movie. So, whatever the truth is, Resurrection Mary's story refuses to fade away. There's still sightings today, people driving late at night, swearing they see her in the headlights, just for a moment before she disappears. It's one of those stories that sticks with you because it feels like she's still trying to get home. And if you're ever driving down Archer Avenue, don't be stopping for a lady in a white dress and blonde hair.
The brunette you can stop.
Yeah, the brunette, I mean, she might be the Ring. But good luck.
Redhead, then.
Redhead, there you go.
Yeah. That was great. I love that, Tayler.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
That was fun.
I wanted to do a fun, simple one.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you felt that way.
And I liked that she just really went after men. It felt safe, too. joke a little bit about it.
Yeah. She's like, drive me home.
Yeah.
Tricked ya.
Like
I
some
got
of them
you.
go out, like are like equal opportunity haunters, and
they just want to spook everybody.
Yeah.
But she's like the men.
Yeah.
It was probably a man that hit her and killed her.
I'm sure it was.
A woman would never.
They would
take
never.
off.
No.
Anyway, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to get into Colleen's story.
Yeah.
And we're back.
We are back. And Tayler, I've got something to tell you. This story was inspired by a text you sent me this week.
Really?
Yeah. So you texted me something about Lululemon.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Uh-oh. So today I have 2 stories for you. Okay. We've got a cult and a murder.
Ooh.
And
Are they related?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think this absolutely qualifies as a cult, but also I think everything is a cult. So like take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Don't sue me, Lululemon. But there is also a murder
publicity
attached to it. There's no such thing as that.
We're like smiling.
No, I'm really nervous. Please don't. But so we're going to dive into Lululemon today.
Cool.
So first thing is first, before we step into the murder scene, we need to meet the man who built the world where it all happened. Chip Wilson. He is the founder of Lululemon. So he somehow managed to combine self-help, sexism, and spandex into a billion-dollar brand. Chip Wilson was born in 1955 in Vancouver, Canada. We love a Canada story.
We got a lot of them on here.
They're not as nice as they seem. In 1979, he founded his first company, West Beach. It's a surf, skate, and snowboard brand that dressed Canada's counterculture athletes. West Beach sold nylon parkas and oversized logo hoodies long before snowboarders had their own uniforms. By the mid-90s, he'd turned it into a recognized action sports label and then sold it in 1997. That same year, he started taking yoga classes in Vancouver at studios like Ron Zelko Fitness and Yoga. We are naming all the names today. Ron Zelko, don't come for me. But he noticed in class that women were wearing flimsy dancewear that didn't hold up. It wasn't sweat resistant and it was not flattering. And for Chip, that screamed opportunity. In 1998, he launched Lululemon Athletica. It is a sleek, status-priced yoga gear for women who wanted to feel cute, from the mat to the brunch table. Which this all sounds great, except he was not building this brand for women. He was building it for himself and how he thought women should dress. So, Chip built his beliefs about women, their bodies, and their lifestyles straight into his business plan. Before we even get into the sexism, we have to start with the racism. He admitted that he named Lululemon simply Lululemon because he thought it would be funny to watch Japanese people struggle to pronounce it.
That's very specific.
He's a
like,
scum.
Did he know a lot of Japanese?
If he was
it's like his idea for the entire name.
No, it literally is. Like, he was straight up quoted saying that the triple L made it sound extra Western.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like he is quoted multiple times saying that. Every Lululemon store also had its own commandments. Employees weren't salespeople, they were educators. They were there to enlighten, not to sell.
Enlighten?
Mm-hmm. So from day one, new hires got goal-setting packets. They had a 1-year, 5-year, and 10-year plan. And they were told to post their plans publicly on a board, not in like a vision boarding positive practice, but almost like they were being shamed if they didn't accomplish everything that they were posting.
Oh, dang.
They were required to read self-help books like The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People and Good to Great, which again, all sounds fine, but
not when you're forced.
Not when you're forced.
I'd be like, I'm already great.
Yeah.
I don't need to read Good to Great.
How do I get great to greater? They said they practiced non-judgment, except when it came to like literally everything in their life. Everything from what they wore, how they did their hair, and especially food. Former employees have talked about being quietly shamed if they drank anything but green juice or water or brought in lunch that wasn't a salad. One even said there's a lot of pressure to live and breathe Lululemon. You have to wear all the clothes, go to all the classes, share your life goals. It was bizarre to live by the Lulu rules.
Mm-hmm.
So it was all about living the brand. The wrong meal, the wrong body, or the wrong energy, and you stood out immediately. And then there were also the famous shopping bags printed with the Lululemon manifestos. At first glance, they were cute, a patchwork of affirmations. Friends are more important than money, they would read, or breathe deeply. Do one thing a day that scares you. Kind of those like Pinteresty
like
quotes.
affirmation.
Yeah. And I mean that positively because those are all great things to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're using it in a negative way.
You're going to find out what they do. But people online started saying that when you washed the bags, darker messages appeared.
What?
Things that were not about mindfulness so much as body control and comparison. When the bags would get wet from rain or when someone tossed them in the wash, the ink would fade and reveal text underneath. Some of those hidden layers were way less namaste and way more unhinged. Lines like jealousy works the opposite way you want it to, or visualize your friends laughing about how small you used to be would appear on the bags.
That's weird.
It's wild.
It is. It's just a weird statement.
There were more. I couldn't I was reading, I did Reddit. I Reddited.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. Nothing against Reddit. I just don't know how to use it.
Yeah. It's okay.
But I tried. I really did. And I found a lot of like feeds about this and they were just like crazy. Like, and people were like posting pictures of like what they found. There was a lot of like religious stuff too, but I didn't understand it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I want to look at that.
So basically this is like the brand was literally like bleeding out its true message. Mm-hmm. Perfection, body shame, and control.
Mm-hmm.
So that tone came straight from Chip. He once told interviewers he wanted a company that makes people responsible for themselves. And when customers complained that their $100 leggings from Lululemon were see-through, he did not blame production. He said, quote, "Quite frankly, some women's bodies just don't actually work for our pants."
Damn.
He is disgusting.
Yeah.
He also told Bloomberg TV that he didn't want certain customers coming in. His words, "They're trying to become like the Gap, everything to everybody. And I think the definition of a brand is that you're not everything to everybody. You've got to be clear that you don't want certain customers coming in."
Very un-namaste.
I feel myself heating up. Like, I want to punch him so hard.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
And his name is Chip.
Insecure is all I hear.
Chip the Dip. Not my best insult. So this quote unquote mindful man behind the brand was also charging upwards of $98 to $128 for a pair of leggings.
He sure does.
Yeah.
And they don't last, let me tell you.
I'm not surprised. Do you want to guess how much it costs to make a pair of Lululemon leggings?
I mean, I'm guessing it's cheap.
$25.
Crazy.
That markup wasn't about material. It's about membership. The idea is that you now belong to an elite group. Buying in meant believing you were better than others. So Lululemon was not a store. It was a performance. You didn't just wear or buy the clothes. You bought into the doctrine, self-control, false positivity, thinness, and silence. Because if you spoke up, you were the next in line to be targeted as off.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have said this at the beginning. Maybe I can record something, but I just want to make sure that I'm not triggering anybody with like
body shaming.
Yeah, because we certainly don't believe in that.
Yeah.
So that is, in my opinion, the cult of Lululemon. Mm-hmm. It's still obviously thriving today.
But yeah, I've definitely bought some.
Yeah. Very problematic, very dark. But that brings us to the second part of our story. We're now going to jump to 2011 in Bethesda Row, Maryland. This is the kind of place that just looks like money, though. It's polished sidewalks, boutique coffee, and that unmistakable smell of dollar bills, y'all. But this is basically the ideal demographic for a Lululemon store. And that's where it was. Tucked between a frozen yogurt shop and a designer bakery sits the Lululemon.
Designer bakery?
I know.
Ooh, I want to go there. Sorry.
No.
Cut you off.
I mean, I imagine they have really cute stuff.
Yeah.
I looked at pictures of this place and it's actually like, it really is really pretty.
The designer bakery?
No. Oh,
the area?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dang it. Sorry. I should have brought pictures of cupcakes for you.
I know. I'm like, what is it called?
Tayler.
The story's not about the bakery.
Run it back. We gotta start over. Back to the drawing board. Okay. Yeah. So designer bakery. And that's where Jayna Murray and Brittany Norwood work.
Okay.
Jayna Murray is 30 years old. She is beautiful and smart and grounded. She grew up in Texas and she studied abroad in Spain, somehow managed to be one of those people who's both brilliant but also impossibly kind. She's finishing 2 degrees at Johns Hopkins, which she's studying global business and communications. And her friends describe her as adventurous, funny, and fiercely loyal. Her boyfriend calls her his balance.
Aw.
I know, I loved that.
Yeah.
She's the one who remembers birthdays, checks in after tough days, and somehow makes everyone feel seen, like she's actually listening.
Mm-hmm.
At work, Jayna thrives. She's one of the most respected employees at Lululemon, not because she drinks the corporate Kool-Aid, but because she genuinely cares. She helps customers find the things that make them feel good about themselves. She mentors new hires and keeps the store energy calm even when everyone else is stressed or freaking out. Brittany Norwood was 28. She's from the Seattle area and she'd been an athlete for her whole life. She was a soccer star. She'd gone to college on a scholarship and even made the all-conference team, but her soccer career fizzled out after a suspension. When she moved to the DC area, Lululemon looked like a fresh start. It was polished, professional, and fitness focused. She fit right in. She was charming, outgoing, and competitive, the kind of coworker who made you laugh on slow shifts. Jayna took to her, but they were not like best friends. Jayna looked out for Brittany. She would help her study for her yoga training certification, and she listened to her dating drama. They would grab smoothies after shifts, and they texted talking shit about customers. Could you have a Lululemon customer?
Yeah, I mean.
They probably suck.
I mean, I've been a Lululemon customer.
Yeah, but you're different.
I'm cool. So.
Yeah.
The last one I bought was like 5 years ago.
But it was like they just really liked each other as coworkers. So
yeah,
cool that they bonded.
And sorry, not to make that about myself.
Oh my God, I didn't feel like you did.
I was trying to be funny. I was like, that was very pick-me of me.
I didn't feel that way at all.
Me. Okay, anyway.
Back to my story.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Now cut to Friday night, March 11th, 2011. It's the end of a long work week. The Lululemon tucked between the yogurt shop and designer bakery is closing. Jayna and Brittany are the last 2 on shift. The 2 of them move through the store like they've done 100 times before, folding leggings, restocking water bottles, making sure every display looks Lulu perfect. The store closes around 9:30 and they walk to their cars together, just chatting. They leave, but just 10 minutes later, Jayna realizes she left her wallet inside and she calls Brittany, who has a store key. No big deal. They'll just run back in, grab the wallet, lock up again. At 9:45, surveillance cameras show the 2 girls re-entering the store. The camera catches the store lights flickering on and then nothing. There's no more movement inside the store for the rest of the night.
Okay.
The next morning, the manager, Rachel, arrives early to open. She immediately knows something's wrong. The front door is unlocked. Odd. So she enters cautiously, and that's when she sees it. There are bloody footprints all over the floor of the store.
Dang.
She's yelling to see if anyone is in there, and she's clearly terrified. But she follows the footprints to the back storage room and finds a scene that is literally why you should just, you see bloody footprints, you call the cops.
Like, don't follow it.
Don't follow it.
Yeah.
Run the opposite direction. What are you doing, Rachel? So Jayna is on the floor. She is bludgeoned and blood is everywhere.
Aww.
Lying nearby, zip-tied and shaking, is Brittany Norwood. Brittany is alive. She's crying, absolutely shaken to the core. They call the police, and the police and paramedics immediately show up and immediately swarm the scene. They carry Brittany out on a stretcher. She's covered in cuts and bruises. She's whispering to them, trying to kind of like get like that rattled, like shaking voice of I'm so scared, but I also am trying to give you the information.
Yeah.
She says that 2 men in black masks broke in after closing, attacked them both, tied her up, and killed Jayna right in front of her.
Jeez.
She says they sexually assaulted them both, and they were shouting racial slurs at Jayna. I will not be repeating what they said.
Yeah.
But just know what Brittany said these men said were horrifying and some of the darkest things like a human being can say.
Yeah.
Now, this was the safest, wealthiest neighborhood around, and suddenly there's 2 killers on the loose, 2 men in masks who are violent, unhinged, and 1 survivor. And so the police are like heavily into overdrive.
Wait, did they steal anything or did they just kill them?
I get into it.
Oh, okay.
So police are looking into it, and they take a closer look at the crime scene and realize this is absolutely not your average robbery gone wrong. There's blood everywhere. It's on the floor, on the walls, and on the ceiling. The register drawers are untouched.
Weird.
Mm-hmm. Cash isn't missing. Jayna's phone and her jewelry are also still there. It is the most robbery scenario that you could ever see.
Yeah.
There's also taking into consideration how brutal Jayna's murder was. The medical examiner counts 331 separate wounds on her body. That is overkill for a robbery.
Yeah.
There are 5 different weapons found at the crime scene: a wrench, a hammer, a box cutter, a rope, and one of those like metal sticks that you use to like reach up top for like when you can't reach something.
Oh, like in the clothes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jayna's throat was slashed and her skull was crushed.
Jeez.
But she fought like fucking hell. There are defensive wounds all over her hands, and she was alive through most of the attack.
Aww.
The violence was so over the top, so personal, it doesn't look like random rage, it looks like hate. Police start canvassing the area. Next door is an Apple store, so like behind it kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And so it shares the same wall with the Lululemon.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't hear anything from the bakery. They're like, no, we're cupcakes, dude.
Keep us out of it.
Yeah.
We might never.
Nothing to see here. But so they asked the employees at the Apple store if they heard anything, and the employees say yes. Around 10 p.m., they heard loud thumping, they heard dragging, and they heard screaming. They said they heard a woman yelling, "God help me, please help me."
Mm-hmm.
They do not obviously call the cops.
That's wild. They're like, yeah, we heard all this, but
I can't even imagine the guilt that they feel, though. So no shame to them.
No shame to them, but still wild.
Yeah, still wild. Please call the... Other thing is, like, if you're not comfortable calling 911, every single city has a non-emergency line. And so, like, if you're scared of, like, calling 911 or something, you can call
that one.
Yeah.
And you also won't get in trouble for calling 911.
You're not going to get in trouble. Yeah.
If you hear screaming, you can call 911.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, it's just a noise complaint. Blah, blah, blah.
The amount of times that I've accidentally made emergency calls, because when I go running or walking, I put my phone in my bra and sometimes it'll hit the emergency line. I'm like, crap, I
had to turn mine off because I kept doing that too.
And I am so apologetic
scary.
Because like you can hang up super fast and they'll call you back.
Yeah.
And they're like, we just want to make sure there's no like nothing wrong.
You're like running with your headphones and there's like a whole police
And
squad
just
behind
follow.
you.
And I'm the most oblivious person ever. Like I would not
I
even
can
realize.
see that.
But please don't call 911 if it's not an emergency, because don't take their time for real emergencies. But if you're questioning something, if there's even that like flicker of something feels wrong, call it. They're not going to be mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
Or call the non-emergency line.
Yeah.
Also, I can just hear Norman being like, see, Apple sucks.
Whatever, Norman.
Okay, so...
And I have Apple and I have Lululemon. I'm just like the worst person ever right now.
This is not a personal attack on Taylor.
This story's about me.
I'm sorry. It wasn't meant to.
Anyway, that was my last pick-me line.
Oh my
Moving
gosh.
on.
No, it's not a pick-me. It didn't feel pick-me at all. Okay, so detectives go back through the scene, and the deeper they look, the more bizarre it gets. Again, the front door was unlocked. The locks are not broken. The back door is secure. Windows are perfectly intact. There's zero sign of any forced entry. So how did these men get in, and how did they get out without a single camera catching them? Now remember, Rachel also saw bloody footprints on the floor, and there were 2 sets of bloody footprints, which at first glance totally fits the story. But when forensics trace them, something weird jumps out. The prints only go one direction across the store, and then they stop. It's a men's size 14 sneaker, which matches the exact kind that Lululemon sells.
Interesting.
They check inventory, and sure enough, one pair of that same size is missing from the display wall. While they are looking at the scene, Brittany's at the hospital, terrified and traumatized. She has been through an actual nightmare and is horrified. Paramedics are going to look at her, and they're braced for major injuries. They expect broken bones, deep lacerations, or something life-threatening. They know what Jayna's injuries were. Mm-hmm. But what they find doesn't add up. Her cuts are shallow, her bruises are faint. The zip tie marks that are on her wrist are barely enough to be something that like would have actually kept her contained. Mm-hmm. Normally, if somebody's trying to tie somebody up, it's going to be real tight. Yeah. There's no swelling, no head trauma, no sign she was ever beaten the way that she described. And then the sexual assault kit comes back. There's no DNA, no internal trauma, nothing. It is not matching her story. So now the police start to quietly reconsider. If Brittany wasn't attacked the way that she claimed, then what really happened in that store? They revisit every detail. No forced entry, no theft, literally besides the shoes. Mm-hmm. And there's no sexual assault. The only thing that makes sense, that scene was staged. Mm-hmm. One detective finally says out loud what everyone's thinking: what if there was never any men in masks? And they're like, hey, Britt. Detectives talk to Brittany again to understand what happened inside that store. She repeats everything: the men in masks, the attack, how she was tied up and left for dead. But the more she talks, the less it fits. Small things don't line up. The timing, who locked up, where Jayna's car was supposed to be. They can't quite pin it down, but something isn't sitting right with them. And that's when they find Jayna's car. Inside, there's blood on the seat, on the steering wheel, and on a towel shoved under the driver's seat, and it's Brittany's blood. Now, Brittany says she has never been in Jayna's car before. Mm-hmm. So they're like, well, then how is this all over her car?
Did your blood just walk over to the car?
It's with the shoes. The shoes walked it over?
I guess.
So detectives keep following the evidence, and everything keeps coming back to Brittany. They find a reusable Lululemon bag inside the store, one of the manifesto ones, mm-hmm. and it's filled with bloody clothes, and they're Brittany's clothes. So now they've got Brittany's blood in Jayna's car, her clothes hidden in a bag, and a crime scene that does not make sense unless it was staged. Mm-hmm. All signs are pointing to Brittany.
Yeah.
but they want to hear it from her. So they sit her down. A detective just slowly slides the evidence photos over. The footprints, the Lululemon bag, the car. He doesn't accuse her. He just asks, Brittany, can you help me understand this? She looks at the photos and finally says, I just wanted her to let me go. That's when it all unravels.
Mm-hmm.
So she tells them everything. She admits that she had been stealing from the store. Brittany had. And it was just like little things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But Jayna caught her. And that night she catches, like Jayna knew she was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And so and she had been telling Brittany to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Jayna catches her that night with a pair of leggings and her bag. And she was like, I'm going to report you to the manager. So Brittany begged her not to. She told her that this is going to ruin my life. So they go back into the store to return the leggings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Brittany attacked.
Oh my God. Over leggings?
Over
That's
leggings.
insane.
I didn't even tell you the best part about this whole thing.
What?
There's a Lifetime movie about it.
Oh, there is. I'll have to watch it.
But I think it's called the Yogurt Shop Murders.
Oh.
But
They
it's
switched it up a little bit.
It's for
because
sure.
they probably can't say Lululemon.
Yeah. I think it's for sure based off of this, though.
Okay. That's insane.
So Brittany attacks and she grabs a wrench first, then a hammer, then whatever else she could reach. Box cutter, rope, the metal high thing.
I like how she thought the leggings were going to ruin her life, so she decides to murder somebody.
This girl is the worst. So
Idiot.
Sad thing is, like I said, Jayna fought back, but it was already too late. When it was over, Brittany tried to make it look like something else, the robbery, this whole story. She moved Jayna's car, which is why they found the blood in it, cut herself and beat herself up, and walked a pair of men's shoes from the store through the blood to make it look like two attackers had been there. Then she tied herself up and waited all night for the store to open. The next morning, she laid there in her friend's blood for nearly 8 hours.
Psychopath.
She's a psycho. She stayed in that store surrounded by what she'd done, rehearsing the story she was going to tell whoever found her in the morning. Now, obviously, this goes to trial.
Yeah.
Brittany did it. Sorry, I don't have any like cool reveal. She did it.
Yeah.
They catch her. She admits everything. So by the time they go to trial, it's not like who did it, but like, why did you do it?
Yeah.
The prosecutors lay out every detail, the cover up and all of the story, the fake assault, and the level of violence that is so hard to comprehend. Like, if she wasn't going to do this to Jayna, she was going to do it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, again, I repeat, 331 wounds. How does one body like hold that many wounds?
Yeah.
Like
that's like some passionate anger.
I have 13 piercings and I'm out of room.
Yeah.
Like there's no more room left.
It's insane.
And then 5 weapons, which meant that she was likely going and finding another weapon to use. And then hours alone with the body. The defense tries to argue that Brittany just snapped, but the jury doesn't buy it. They take less than 2 hours to convict Brittany Norwood of first-degree murder. She is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. She's still alive, and her sentence is at the Maryland Correctional Institution for Women in Jessup, Maryland.
Brittany, you suck. I hate you.
We like all the other Brittany's, but you suck.
Yeah.
Jayna's family has said that Jayna was pure kindness, that she lived every day with purpose and joy. And I'm going to end with a quote from Jayna's mom. Jayna's light will never go out, not in our hearts and not in the world that she touched. And then I said, put that quote on your bag, Chip.
You know what? He really should if that was an employee.
Yeah. So yeah, that is Lululemon for you.
That was crazy. I did not see that coming at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I was like I was thinking it was going to be the people from Apple.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. Or it was that, or I thought it was going to be other employees or something. I thought it was going to be like a racial thing, which technically it still kind of was because if she came up with those. But either way, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, for her to like come up with this whole story, and I don't think I mentioned it, but the way that she described the men was like super racist as well.
Oh my
like
God.
she's the worst person alive.
Yeah. Hateful.
Yeah.
Unhinged.
Hate her.
We don't like her.
Brittany sucks.
Brittany, you suck.
Again, not all Brittany's, just this Brittany.
We're talking about this Brittany.
Yeah. We have friends named Brittany who are awesome, so.
And she's the best.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up our stories for today. That was a good one.
Thanks.
I was like, when I saw you, I was like, what's next?
I could see Taylor's like mind trying to figure it out.
The wheels were turning. I was like, where is this going? But anyway, so if you guys want to reach out to us and send us any stories or just say hi, you can email us at
igsttystories@gmail.com.
Or you can reach out to us on social media.
At igsttypod. We're on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yeah. So just send us a DM, a comment, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Later.